The weekly protest at the worldwide headquarters of the cult of Scientology. I am Eric Rader. This is my channel. Thank you for being here every Friday and many other times during the week when the weather allows. We protest this cult. And, I was unlucky enough to be born into this thing. I was a child auditor in this mess. Destroyed my family, and that's why I'm here. This is the worldwide headquarters of the cult of Scientology. Can you hit that? Wow, that bus driver is crazy. He almost smashed into that car. Yeah. And he didn't care that we're crossing. That guy's like, I'm done. Welcome one and all. Don't forget to double tap the screen on your way in. Please sub up. It's a big help. Set your notifications to all. And we're about to get set up. Hello. Debbie Cali Girl, Linda, Mr. Carmona. Hey, say hello. Hello, nice to see you.
How are you?
Good. Blossom move. Anna from Canada. So good to see you. Erica. Hello. All right, Sarasota, my man. My man. Good to see you. My man.
Everybody's still here. Like, a lot of people's suitcases here, leaving because it isn't always.
That's the Mark Bunker shirt.
It's time for them to leave.
Yeah, it is time for them to leave.
There's a lot of people in town.
After they're not.
It was just for that, right? That's what I thought. Exactly.
Literally groundbreaking.
It's just for show.
And
Yeah. Welcome to Clearwater, Florida. This is the headquarters of the cult of Scientology. This is where you do the confidential levels, operating Thetan levels, where you have unlimited power, you control matter, energy, space, and time. Absolute nonsense. And more people need to know that. The clear cognition. I've been mocking up my reactive mind this whole time. I'm not going to do it anymore. We got to put some on this to hold it.
well, it just that it was rolled off, so that's the edge. It just needs to be cleaned a little bit.
Okay. We need them to be able to read this. Yes. See, in Dianetic auditing, you do it forever. Okay? It's an absolute never-ending waste of time and money. It's a black hole, and I'm very soon going to do a show dedicated to just clear, the state of clear, and how it's absolutely asinine by their own words, how it has absolutely no meaning whatsoever. None. Not even a little bit. Okay? And you keep doing it until you say this. I've been mocking up my reactive mind this whole time. and I'm not going to do it anymore. Once you say that, that's when you've gone clear. You ever hear anything remotely that stupid in your entire life? So your reactive mind is gone because you're no longer going to mock it up. And they could have just told you that. Why not just tell you that if that's all there is to it? Just tell you that. That's all you got to do. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Anna. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anna rules. So yeah, it's like absolutely asinine. And they take every dollar you have, okay? This thing is set up in such a way as if you happen to say, hey, guess what? This isn't working for me. I don't know why, but it's not working. It's no problem, okay? They'll just charge you a few $1,000s and run you through some other handling cycles, and then you're gonna go, oh, okay, so when I say I can't find a body thetan, it cost me like $5 grand. So I'm not gonna say I can't find him anymore. You see? So it's always your fault, and it's because you're out ethics and you have misunderstood words, not because what they're saying is absolutely ridiculous, okay? In a nutshell, Scientology believes that you have a reactive mind, okay, that you don't know anything about, and you can't control it, and it records everything during pain and suffering, trauma, and then all you have to do is locate the earliest similar trauma, and that whole cycle that's similar to it no longer affects you anymore. And again, that's something that LRH just stole. That's like, everyone knows you get to the bottom of something and that's what it's gonna, and these are simple ideas that people don't really balk at, okay? But how you get there is ridiculous. And by telling me, okay, a horror story, let's say you were essayed and you tell me about it, and then you tell me about an earlier similar incident. You go through them beginning to end. Then the charge in that incident is supposed to blow, right? But you don't go clear. I don't care how many things we take care of. It could be 1,000 things. It could be 3 things. Until you've said this, you're not clear. Okay? Hi, Laura Marie. What's up, Matt? How you doing, Amber? So until you say this, you're not clear. And then you got to go do the clear certainty rundown. This is the most hidden secret in Scientology. This is much, much more difficult to find than the OT levels. Okay? This is the closest secret they keep. Because this screws up Dynetics, this screws up all of their processing. I was a new era Dynetic auditor. I know what the hell I'm talking about. This is literally how you go clear. By saying this. I've been mocking up my reactive mind this whole time, and I'm not going to do it anymore. So if you believe that gets rid of all of your suffering, okay, all of your misemotion, you will no longer be a nervous wreck. You'll no longer be angst-ridden. You'll no longer be depressed. You'll be able to make decisions clearly, succinctly, quickly, and correctly. Okay? You won't forget anything. What you know, you'll know, and you can easily bring up at any time. This is all BS. We've never known a single person like this ever. I've been around people who are supposedly clear my entire life. They can figure out where their keys are. They can't remember what to get at Whole Foods. The same as you and I. Exactly the same. Okay? So it's a completely bunk thing from head to toe. I will absolutely deep dive this for you guys, so you understand it and why it's absolutely meaningless, even to them. To them, okay? It's simply a control mechanism and a moneymaker, and it's something they have to get you through. If they can't get you to do this new aerodynamic processing, what chance do they have of sending you into a room, asking you to look for dark spots on your body, because that contains body thetans, which you need to communicate with, you need to wake them up, you need to communicate with them, you need to tell them to leave and pick up their own body. Are you going to get someone to do that if you can't get them to do this? Hell no. Okay? And so all the training you do in Scientology is so you can get to the point where you actually can do the OT levels. That's where they want to get the money from you. Okay? That's what they want to do. They want to get the cash. Hello, Miss Penny. Hello, Nine Lavender. Scott P. Buddy. Yeah, so the whole thing is, okay, this is how Scientology works. They lie to you at the beginning to get you in, right? They tell you things they know are simply untrue. One of the biggest things they use is, if it isn't true for you, it isn't true. Okay? So now that's a good way of saying, hey, no pressure. All good. You know? If you're cool day law, continue. Whatever it means to. All right? That's not how it is, though, but that's how they'll tell you it is. Okay? And yeah, go back to your hidey hole. He was trying to sneak up. Get out of here. Hi, Linda Scott. So this is how they get you in, right? And they have you take this personality test, right? Personality test. And they're going to find out, it's just basically a parlor game. They say it's the Oxford test, because of course you're going to think Oxford, the university. No, they just made up the name Oxford, okay? It has nothing to do with anything. Literally, okay? And it's a couple hundred questions that make it crystal clear what your problems are without you knowing, that we know, okay? If we're the ones giving it to you, right? So that's the point. It's like, it allows them to say, okay, you're having trouble with your mom. Not that it's that big of a deal. Who can't figure this out? Rinky-dink guys in, NYC on Times Square do these kind of games. So you're having trouble with your mom. Your brother is not getting along with you. Work is tough. Your girlfriend left. The dog left. You're at your lowest point. Normally, we crash out and burn. And then we're willing, when we hit rock bottom, to feel something new. And that's when you're vulnerable to cults. And so what they do is they love bomb you, and they say, hey, we got you. And they go, well, listen, we got this course, how to get along with your mom, your boss, your girlfriend, and your dog. And it's only $30. Only take you a couple nights. What the hell do you have to lose, man? And you're, okay. And you're like, oh, awesome. Okay, let's do it. And of course they tell you, by the way, you have to stop smoking crack while you do this. Okay. You can't kick the dog upside down in the apartment anymore. You got to get some rest, and you got to eat and shower. And you're like, whoa, okay. Right. So you haven't showered in 2 weeks. You go do laundry, you clean up your place, you flush the crack, you pet the dog. It looks like a 180. Like, wow, what happened to you? And you're like, well, I went to Scientology. Okay, and at the same time, they're loving on you. You're the greatest. We've never seen someone like you. Oh, you're so wonderful. You really need to be on the bridge, because there'll be other courses you want to do, like, all these innocuous courses, how to pet your cat, whatever. And they're going to go, hey, you know what? You don't need that, brother. You're ready. Ready for what? To get on the bridge to total freedom. And that's what all of their scams, all of their front groups, all of their BS is about. To get you on the bridge. Everything else is for the sole reason to get you there. Once you're on the bridge, there's only one purpose: to get you to the OT levels, okay? Because they can milk you in a matter of, you could be a part of this for 10 years and spend 20% of your total, and you could spend 80% of your total the last 2 years. They need to get you up to the OT levels, okay? That's how you make the cheesecake. That's how you make the donuts. So that's what they do. And so they just lie to you. It's not clever. They just lie. And then now you're like, and they tell you, they actually third party is what they call 3P. They third party the whole world. They go, hey, you're gonna catch some heat, bro, from being in here. People are gonna say you're in a cult, this and that, L. Ron Hubbard, is a schmuck, whatever. Okay. And of course you're gonna be like, I don't care. I do me, blah, 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 blah. Right? So you play right into it. And it really does seem like you against them. I mean, you against the world, because the people who, they can say, where were all these people? Like, now your brother and now your friends are like, oh no, dude, you're in Scientology? And you're like, man, you got to get out of that. That's bad news, right? And they say, we told you they were going to do that. Now, where were they when you were hurting? Who was there for you? Okay? Who's got your back? What if you look and don't listen? Who's there for you? And they just crush it. Always be closing. They crush it. Okay? That's how Scientology works. And now, in very short order, everyone you know is going to be a Scientologist. Okay? Then you start working with Scientologists. They start dropping jobs into your lap, left and right, because they want you to get knee deep with that and get used to that cashish. Okay? Granted, they're going to be taking it from you, but that whole power structure is going to be, one-sided. And you're going to find some things that are, don't make perfect sense, but you can always say to yourself, you know what? So much of this stuff is just innocuous. If they come at me with anything weird, believe in space aliens, I'll tell them to F off. But it doesn't work like that. Nobody in this building has any idea about any of the stuff I'm telling you guys, but you. Like, the people who are on the OT levels can tell you what I'm telling you. But 90% of people in Scientology, 99% of people will not know what my chat knows. Ever. Okay? So, this is how they do it. And after, a year or two, like I said, you've been doing mostly innocuous stuff. It's all, we're going to help you communicate. Communication is the universal solvent. That's what they keep telling you. Through communication, you can do anything. Okay? So you take these communication courses. And like I said, it seems innocuous. But that's where you're introduced to training routines, otherwise known as TRs, training regimens. And this is LRH's, this is how the mind control works. Okay? And I'm going to do a show on that here in this next week. I might, in the next couple days, I'm going to do a whole show on TRs too. And you do them over and over and over and over and over on every damn course, okay? On the bridge. Over and over. Okay? You never get a break. So you're doing that, and then you do the Hubbard Qualified Scientologist course after the communication course. So the first thing they'll have you do is the Hubbard Associate Scientologist course, which is known as the COM course. That's where they introduce you to TRs. And then you're going to have to do them again on the Hubbard Qualified Scientologist course, which is otherwise known as the HQS course. So those are the first two courses they're going to put you on when they take you out of the, BS room and put you into the academy, right? So you'll do those courses. And on the HQS course, you're going to do TRs all over again. And every course, from, okay to operate an E-meter to ups and downs. I mean, I don't know if I can't even remember a course where it wasn't. So, except the student hat. I mean, that's the only course I can recall. And this, and then I did the Tech TRs course, and then the Pro TRs course. So you do them over and over again, and it's all about being there comfortably and not reacting, no matter what you experience, see, hear, or feel. Okay, that you can be there comfortably and not react and confront anything. Why do they need you to do that? Why do they have to beat that into you? Because in Scientology, they have to get rid of your empathy and your sympathy. That's what the TRs help do. Okay, so you could hear someone talk about a situation, a multiple essay, most scary, crazy thing you've ever heard, most debased, psychotic thing, most painful, insane thing you've ever heard someone go through, and you have to be stone-faced as if they just said, fancy a Snickers. Like, that's what they need from you, okay? Otherwise, you can't do this, okay? And I had to do this as a child, as a preteen. I had to listen to 50-year-olds tell me about the grossest, most effed up things they've ever been through. Trauma-filled, pain-filled, misemotional things. And they have a thing called the tone scale in Scientology. And the purpose of the tone scale is to show you what you can't be. Like, because they never talk about the things that are high on the tone scale. They never talk about it. Enthusiasm is the only one you'll hear about. That's because it's up at the top, right? Of what's attainable regularly. But the reason for the tone scale is so they can say anything from 2.0 or, below 2.0 is irrational. The behavior is irrational. Okay, so Umbrella Tech, it's so cute. Did you see him going between the pole, Tech? Between the poles? That was cute. So yeah, they get you in there. What's up, Chris B? Hello, Gencel. So they're showing you the behavior that is irrational, right? And so if you display irrational behavior, guess what happens? You get to go to ethics, which is the master at arms, and that's where you get to immediately write up your overts and withholds. Those are your harmful acts against one or more of your dynamics. Okay, it's an act of omission or commission, and so you should have done something you didn't, or you did something you shouldn't, and you got to write that up and who you didn't want to find out, etc. Right? And so it's an ethics matter. And if this happens more than a couple times, you're in big trouble, and you get thrown down these conditions that you have to work your way back from that are super sick. So to avoid that stuff, okay, you do whatever you can to avoid that. And so that's the point of the tone scale. So everything they're teaching you seems innocuous, but it has a different reason for being, okay? And being, they want you to show you that sympathy and empathy are irrational, okay? Absolutely irrational. And that is where things really take a big, that's a big problem, especially with children, because it's impossible. Like, if you ask me, sympathy and empathy, it's the same as blinking. You don't think about it. Okay, so why do you feel bad for someone who tells you something horrific happened, and the person that they trusted most in the world, does something horrific to them and, throws them down the stairs? Or you're not supposed to, and you see them quivering and just going through hell. And you're like, how are you supposed to not feel that at 12 years old? Just tell me. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Everyone who can hear my voice. You don't think it's ridiculous. It's like when you fall on your head as a child in Scientology, they tell you to be quiet. Everyone shut up, everyone around you, because everything's recorded. And any of those words come up later and it's the same temperature and the same humidity and the same noises, and all of a sudden, boom, you have this flare up from that incident that happens later that affects you adversely, that you're not aware of, okay? That's what they say. And so when you fall on your face in the park running around and you hit, a rock or something, no one's running up to you to say, you're okay, baby, and give you a hug and a kiss and pat you on the butt and send you on your way, which is what you're supposed to do with a kid. Okay, but it's the last thing that'll happen to you in Scientology. So there can't be any sympathy. There can't be any empathy shown, okay, to your own child. It's absolutely absurd. And then, but yet these same people cry at the Disney movies. My mom was a great person, okay? And so just I let this be as an example to show you how powerful, and I've said this before, once, but my mom, okay, long story short, my sister was attacked by a dog. She's a couple huge bites out of her, and she was like, I think she was 9 or just turned 10, something like that, and I was like 7, 8, right there, 7, I think. Anyway, so I had to help her all the way from the backyard where I was playing tug of war with a German Shepherd that had her rock solid on the other side of the fence and was not letting go, and she was screaming, pull. So I get her to the bathtub. I just do what she says. I was in total shock. And I think she's gonna die. I don't know. Blood's everywhere and all over me. I get her in the tub. She says, call 911, call mom, call, I'm just like a robot doing whatever she said. And my mom takes care of everything because she was a nurse, and thank God she's super calm under, intense stuff, not because of Scientology, but because, she worked in a emergency room, so she's calm anyway, right? But she's like, because of Scientology, she was extra that way, okay? And told me very calmly to go get cleaned up for dinner, okay? My dad would be there in a minute, and my sister was already in the hospital, and yada yada, right? So, was in the ambulance. So, but it was just very matter of fact, and I just remember being absolutely stupefied. Just stupefied. Like when I saw myself in the mirror, I was like, how? Like, what? I've seen people get 100 hugs for the smallest boo-boos. Okay? That's how Scientology rocks it. There's no empathy. There's no sympathy. That's a low-toned, degraded activity. Okay? That's how sick that mindset is. Okay? When you do this the way they teach you to do it. But you think you're doing the right thing. My mom did not do it for any other reason than she thought that was the right thing to do. Okay. You know, and we're all, and they don't believe in children, right? Because you're actually trillions of years old. You're a 4 quadrillion year old being at the very minimum. And you're just in a young body. You're in a small body. So they don't believe in children. And they also, okay, don't believe that there are accidents or misfortune. They believe that everything is pulled in. So you are responsible for the condition you're in, meaning if you got essayed, you had it coming. Okay, what did you do last lifetime? If it wasn't this time, it was this lifetime, it was last lifetime or an earlier lifetime, and you're paying for it now. Do you have any idea how scary that is as a kid? Trying to reconcile that when something bad happens to you and you're like, was that from this lifetime, last lifetime? When's the other shoe gonna drop? This is insane. And if I'm a trillion, billion, quadrillion years old, how often is this shit gonna happen, right? I must have a lot to pay for. And so there can really be no abuse. The abuser's off the hook. They also will, they will assign you a state of treason. They will kick you out of the church and disconnect you from everyone you know and your family if you go to the police. You heard me. If you go to the police, that's the end of you. Yet, they forgot to tell us they were the #1 contributor to the Los Angeles Police Department. Okay? L. Ron Hubbard was also a sick bastard and had something called the Commodore's Messengers. And it wasn't that, I never believed for a second he was trying to essay the kids. They're all prepubescent kids that would go around giving his orders. So when you talk to a Commodore's messenger, he called himself the Commodore. It's the same as talking to Ron. Okay, so do I think he was a pedo? Absolutely, 100%. But do I think he ever did that with the messengers? No, because that's stupid. That's incredibly stupid. Okay, he did that so he could do it to 100,000 other kids, is what I think. Okay, because the point is, he wanted people to get used to having to jump off the boat. Okay, walk the plank, be tossed overboard. Anything that an 11-year-old tells you to do. Okay, and what does that do? That really severs any idea that that is a child that has no business being there whatsoever. Okay? And so all of that is horrific child and family abuse, and there's no way to avoid it. It's absolutely unavoidable. Okay? And you don't know about Xenu and all that other crap, okay, until you get to the OT levels. Now, I'm not giving these guys a break for not knowing. I believe that 90% of Scientologists right now are born in, okay? I really do. Because you get here, just them putting, they have to put on your computer anti-spy software so you can't get any anti-Scientology news on your computer. Okay, you couldn't get this channel that we're on right now if you let them put this on your computer. So these guys are able to they call it N theta. They say you need to stay clear of that if you want to do well, and that's the crap they give you. So once you get high up there and realize this is all a scam, it's too late. You're taking an L the size of the Empire State Building. And most people can't handle that. Most people can't. So let's say you have a business now that's tied into Scientology completely. Are you going to upend your entire life, go bankrupt, etc., or just shut your face? That's what these people you have to deal with. And let me tell you, the apathy is incredible. Okay? The apathy is insane. Let me get my chair out, guys. All right. Honking. Honking, honking. Yeah. It is humid as hell. Oh my God. Lifesaver. Yeah. Cruelly thought he was a moron. L. Ron Hubbard was absolutely convinced that he took Crowley's place as the beast. And he says that he is the Antichrist and he is here to derail the second coming. That's what you learn at the end of OT8. Yeah, he did. Anna. Didn't LRH steal Parsons' wife? He did. And he stole a whole bunch of his boats. No matter how much money you gave LRH, it was like he was a crack fiend. He was broke instantly. It's unbelievable. He made like $10 million basically off of Dianetics in today's money and lost it in a matter of months. It's insane. Mr. Levitt from Culver City. Hello, small town girl. Yeah, they just, like I said, I think a large amount of the people who are here, a very, very high percentage, are born in. They're not coming off the street, you know. Oh my God. This is the Fort Harrison. This is the hotel you stay in while you're at Flag doing services. L. Ron Hubbard will tell you all the secrets to having a wonderful family, right? A strong and wonderful, loving family. Yet he has 7 children and 3 wives who dislike him and had nothing to do with him. So humid. Oh my God. Please double tap that screen to like the stream, sub up, share with your friends. Please hype my protest streams if you can. All of this is free, guys, and it's a big, big help. So if you care about child abuse, elder abuse, the destruction of families, please help out. That's all we ask. And if you want to do even more, feel free to get a membership, or you can go to my store, pick something up. Hello, Ruth Ann Morgan. Thank you for being here. Hello, Barry Paulson. Billion-year contract. I will sign no contract where I'm dedicating more than 150 million years. Forget about it. It is so freaking hot. I am sweating like 2 people. Baby, you got to get that down.
I know, I'm sweating too much.
It's in the bag. Hi, Barry. This is Clearwater. Um, all right, I'll move my chair. I'm gonna go down to Target too. Be right back. We're gonna go to Target too. Make sure you look up Lisa McPherson. Google her. And don't forget, they are leaning into, and I mean leaning into, calling themselves Christians. They're saying that Christians sweating to the oldies. I mean, I really feel it's just a matter of, it's completely normal, okay? When you are a high control group, there's always an expiration date, you know, on things that you can do before there's pushback, okay? It's a tightrope walk that all cults have to do. And lucky for those who want to see Scientology be a thing of the past, they're in big trouble, because the things you need to do to maintain a cult, they're not doing. Especially high control. This place runs 100% on you must do whatever L. Ron Hubbard says. To the syllable. If L. Ron Hubbard says it, you must do it. You don't question it. You don't try to figure it out. You do it. Okay? Well, here's the problem. He said so much stupid things, so many stupid things, and 75 years passed. Okay? So his stance on homosexuals has come back to haunt him. L. Ron Hubbard made it crystal clear that all homosexuals are 1.1 on the tone scale, which is covertly hostile. They are the most dangerous people on the planet. People in that band. They cannot be trusted, and they cannot be rehabilitated. They need to be put on an island post haste, okay, of their own ilk. Okay, doesn't sound like a guy who's okay with gays. Okay, he also says he's the Antichrist. He's also said Christ didn't exist. He's also said Christ is a lover of boys and young men, and had an incredible temper, and was unworthy of the praise he received. Okay, this is what L. Ron Hubbard thinks, okay, of Christianity, but they are leaning into it. Oh yeah, we're Christian. That's how bad their PR is, that they have to lean into that. All right, we are coming up on Target 2. What's up, Rozzy? Samuel, how you doing? You're absolutely right, Samuel. Nation of Islam doesn't like them. Only about 3-4 people who got paid big.
Other than that,
Damn.
that picture.
Damn.
I'm mad about this picture.
Oh, sweet. Nice. I like it. Hello. Good. That's so funny. I love that. I love it.
You think
They hate it. They absolutely hate
you
it.
know they can see it, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
what's going on, Pinellas?
How you doing?
Good. We have Davey Miscavige right here. What's up, Randy? Hello, Kenneth. We're cowards. Why are we cowards? You're such a dumbass. Why are we cowards? You can see my face. You can see where I am at all times. I'm the exact opposite of a coward. Like you are, Kenneth. Bitch ass. People who talk shit on behind the keyboard, like Kenneth. That's what cowards are. Otherwise, they'll just say what they want to say. But if they have nothing to say and they know we're right, well, then it's, you know, attack. Hi, Kim Dracula. Oh. Randy, yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
I didn't even notice these. They're not telling me.
John Klein, honking the honkity honkity.
Well, that's because the lots of owned by us aren't. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, it's cool if someone had an actual point. Like, you know, the fact that ABC, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I don't care. Doesn't bug me. But, you know, if you're just going to call, make, you know, just this, what's the point? That doesn't add to anything. Yeah. There it is. There's old shithead Tom Cruise himself. At this moment, he is probably, because he was in town last week, so he's probably still here. Normally on Fridays, he's up at Davey Miscavige's room, and he likes to do soft touch figure eights on his forehead, because he's normally steamed up around now.
I feel like he's always slimy no matter what. Maybe oil slimy. Him and David Miscavige.
Yeah, the ad hominem attacks are hysterical. I love when people go, you just talk crap or whatever, but they won't say one thing specifically that you said because everything you said's true. So the last thing they want to do is repeat any of it. Oh, it's so funny. Welcome to the Friday protest. What up, Lee? It's all good. Well, I mean, like I said, if it's funny, if something's even funny, I'll give it. Sometimes I'll give it shine. A guy said yesterday, I think he said, you could put a Twizzler between my teeth. I said, that's funny. I mean, I'm still getting rid of you only because the intention was not to be kind or, whatever. It was, your intention is what I'm busting you for, nothing else. Yeah, baby. Let's have it in.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. All right.
Could you imagine the victory lap they would take if they towed my car?
Oh
while
my
you're
God.
protesting?
That would have been insane. That'd have been like the home run.
You, L. Ron. I'm going to hold you responsible for this. I will never forget this, L. Ron. You're trying to take my car from me?
Those tomatoes were floating needles. The cucumbers were rock slamming.
You know, my whole life, I never noticed that there's a nail in the tomato.
Oh, I didn't either.
He's torturing the tomato on the e-meter.
Oh.
That poor tomato, he's going to have to confess and sign a $1 billion contract. He's mad at that tomato.
Yeah, he is.
In a past life, that tomato did something horrible, man.
Honk if Scientology is a cult, everybody. Yeah, but dabba
Those
doobie.
big old creepy hands. Who knows what his hand looks
Yeah.
like if I didn't touch it. Who knows?
Rozzy, yeah, they have 40% of downtown, which really probably means 50%, because God knows how many deals they've made that we don't know about, or that don't take place till after a 10-year lease is up or something. And if they do what I think they're going to do, which is get rid of all their ideal orgs soon enough, because they're going to have to come back here, buy up the rest of the town, and just wait for 20 years and try it again by calling it something different, because it's a wrap. And right now, the ideal orgs are, I think, one of the 2-3 pieces that can truly sink them, can actually sink them. Okay. I think 2/3 of the 6,000 Sea Org members are probably wonderful people trying to do the right thing, and we'd all be very happy to be friends, okay, with them. They're good people that are in bad spots. But 2/3 of them, put it this way, no one can martyr for nothing. Nobody. Okay? And if you think you're saving the planet, and by giving your life, it's going to make sure that this planet sees never-ending bliss, okay, fine. But when you find out that you've been lied to each and every year for 25 years, that these places that are supposedly packed with people and just killing it and exponentially getting bigger and bigger and bigger year over year are empty, and that they've been flat lying to you, and this is a real estate scam, oh my God. That's enough to get you to say, I'm outie. Okay? And what could happen, there's literally 100 people, okay, at the top of Scientology. Let's call it 200, okay, that make this thing work. That make the whole thing work. You yank them, this entire thing comes unraveled for good, because this is unlike any other thing I can think of. It's like unlike any other thing I'm aware of. Doesn't mean there aren't other things like it. I just don't know of any, okay, where it takes this long to replace people. Okay? We are talking about, you can't just get someone off the street to replace those top 200 people. It'd take you 6, 7, 8 solid years of hard work to be able to wear as many hats as those top 200 people can wear and do what they can do with the experience they have, etc., etc. And if those guys decided to talk to one another, because they were out anyway, they're all going out, okay? People have a tendency, it's human nature. No one leaves without telling somebody. They have a best friend, they have somebody that they care about, okay? And word starts getting out. And if they're important people and they're hard to replace, enough of them get together, they could easily say to themselves, hey, we leave, this place is history. They could go to Miscavige and say, hey, every Thursday at 2 o'clock and 1 second, you know, we all get a manila envelope with 5 G's in it, cash money. And that would be something that Miscavige could do, and they would never miss the money. They would never know. It would mean nothing. It would be less than meaningless. And everything could keep on going. But if those people left, what's Miscavige gonna do? You can't just go hire somebody to replace these people. There's nothing. I don't care how much money you have. It takes years and years and years to go through the training these people have to go through, okay? And to get that experience and to be that valuable in this scam. If those people figure out how valuable they are, the tail could walk the dog real easy here. Real easy. Okay? And I would love to see that happen. Throughout life, you'll always see people getting attacked when it looks like they're at their weakest, right? Because that's what evil does, right? They wait until they think you're most vulnerable and then they attack. Well, guess what? Davey is real close, if not already, firmly in the most dangerous spot he's ever been in. Why? Because he just squirreled the tech. I was telling you guys a half hour ago, okay? He changed words, like he changed the word homosexual in Science of Survival to hypocrite. Sorry, they don't mean the same thing, okay? Now, LRH made it really clear. If you squirrel the tech, you will not get the gains. And if you're out ethics, you won't get the gains. So if you're aware of this squirrel, if you're aware of him squirreling the tech, you're not going to get any gains. You're out ethics. Tech doesn't come in when your ethics are out. So, the people who are trying to cult in here are going to say to themselves, what the hell are we doing? If we start changing up what Leader Man said, LRH, because don't forget, there's only one leader, that's LRH. Miscavige is meaningless. And he's put himself in a position where he can't trust anybody, and he's been in that position for decades. But now there's a mark on his head, okay? Because this place is really close. It's at the weakest it's ever been as an organization, and it's only getting weaker daily. So he has to know he's going to get hit, and it'd be real easy to get people to turn against him by sticking up for LRH. Real easy to do. I'm out, and I could go in there and get everyone against his ass in 10 minutes with that same pitch. So don't think fear alone's not going to do it. Fear alone's not going to do it. He's going to be in big, big trouble because there's hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that is just up for grabs that anyone can have and just put in their account and be done with it, okay? Hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that you could personally skim if you just get to the top of this thing and get Davey out of there. Okay? And where there's a will, there's a way. So this is the reality of it, is it can be done. And it can be done very quickly. And I think he's in grave danger of that happening. I believe that. Hello, Sandra Edmonds. You know, and I really think it was a huge, huge mistake for them to lean into this Christian thing, because one of the reasons they didn't do it before was blowback, right? And, you know, they forget because they're so busy lying to themselves, but there's probably, 500 Christians for every one Scientologist. So it's really not the group you need to be pissing off, okay? because that could end up putting control back in on themselves. Like I've always said, there's a reason why, no matter how much money you have, right? They got billions. And how come they can't get their way into Little Rock? How come they can't get their way into Birmingham, Alabama? Because you know the sheriff's own mama would say, you best get those boys up out of here. We're not having that. And it just doesn't matter. He'd have to leave the whole suitcase full of money because mama said, nuh-uh. Hell no. Okay? That's what they're dealing with the Christians. They're not going to put up with it. And when they find out that their entire pitch now is based on them being, don't yell at us, don't say we're this or that, we're Christians. No. Ask any Scientologist who says they're a Christian, what's their favorite passage? Like, they couldn't tell you anything. Nothing. I've known hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of super highly trained Scientologists, and not one of them could tell you anything about the Bible. Okay? Let alone people say they're Christian. Yeah. Okay. Welcome to the Friday protest. Please double tap that screen to like the stream and sub up, share with your friends. We protest many times during the week, and I want you to know when we're on. And of course, replay crew, absolutely love you guys. Please hype those streams that you're able to. The protest streams, it's a big help. I know it's a pain in the ass. I don't like having to ask for any of that stuff, but you know, squeaky wheel. So please do so. It does help. Get it in front of more eyes. I thank you. So this is the worldwide headquarters of the cult of Scientology. This is Clearwater, Florida. I'm Eric Rader. Thank you for being here. Every Friday, we protest this horrific cult that I was born into and was a child auditor in. And I don't want to see anyone go through any of that crap ever again. If people knew or were able to see what actually happens in here, this place would have been gone 50 years ago. That's a fact. So this is that's fact. This is where they had that Fakakta party last Saturday. Oh yeah, missing tax revenues, 50 million. Hello, Sandra. Hi, Rose. Yeah. So, anyway, no one is really getting involved in this thing today like it used to. The only chance they have of getting people is on the internet now. And in fact, they go to apps like Meetup. This is how sick and disgusting and depraved Scientology is, and helpless in 2026. They are all over the Meetup app. Everyone go to the Meetup app, and you'll see anyone who's trying to get some kind of group together, anyone who's disenfranchised, anyone who's lonely, they go in hard on. I mean, this is how absolutely desperate the kind of leads they're following today, they wouldn't have taken a phone call from. They wouldn't have even picked up the phone in my day. wouldn't have even picked up the phone. You know. And it's really, really difficult for them because the people who are on their side have to act like they're so embarrassed that even the pro Scientologists have to act like they're anti-Scientologist, even though all they do is promote Scientology and attack anyone who attacks it. That's how desperate they are. That's how absolutely desperate they are. Which is hysterical because they're worthless. They can't do shit. Nothing. Every single time we show up, we win. Game over. We show up, we win. Yeah. Hello, John. Trust your doubts. Always got the crazies. Got to come see us.
Always, honey.
I know. How you doing, sweetheart? That looks good. I love that pink. It's so easy to
I
read.
know, isn't it?
You can see that shit from 50 yards away. 7 kids. 7 kids and 3 wives that we know of. Because we don't. Right. You don't think he got married 4 times in Zimbabwe?
Oh, apparently he was banging everything.
I gotta get another water. Oh my God.
It's actually nice out here when you're not moving.
Good Lord. So fire off any questions you have about this dump and I'll be happy to answer them. We don't usually do this, but let me open it up and see if you guys have any questions you want answered. Best I can. Lisa, yes it is. Thanks for being here. This is Clearwater, Florida. Sandra says, I saw a lot of shows about the Scientology people. Yeah. Any questions? And by the way, I know how YouTube works. I have the analytics. Been doing this 2.5 years. 9 out of 10 people, 8 out of 10 people that watch will never ever say anything. So I know there's plenty of people I'm talking to here. Feel free to say hi. We have an absolutely wonderful, wonderful bunch here. I have a fantastic channel. You know, you will never ever see any of the dregs in my channel ever. Nothing but the best of the best. So feel free. You're perfectly safe. If you have a question, here's your chance. Hi, Lisa. Did I know that Elvis checked it out? Well, I mean, I know. I saw Lisa Marie at school, so I knew she was a Scientologist. But that's it. I mean, and of course her mom, but her mom got out. It is a cult. Shut this down. Hello, Chief Jimbo. Hi, Jan Van. When did I get out? Basically, I stopped doing services around 21 or something like that, 22. And, but, you know, my family, my sister was in it. I mean, she wasn't practicing it, but she was working for Scientologists in a business they had. So I couldn't say anything anti-Scientology without having it come back to haunt her. So I never said a syllable negative about Scientology until my family died in 2022. And once my sister and mom and father all died, I had nothing in that, you know, I had nothing, there's nothing they could hold over my head. So I decided, you know what? Time for me to put some light on this. And it's something I've taken very seriously for 2.5 years now, and I'm real proud of it. And this channel just shows you what a 57-year-old guy can do off the couch who didn't even know how to start a YouTube. The last thing I did, social media-wise, was MySpace. Okay. Does all Clearwater town have all Scientologists? No, Sandra. In fact, it's only like 2-3% of Clearwater is Scientologists. That's what's so funny. I mean, they're just down to nothing. When I got here, I thought I was going to see, because I came from the Blue Building, okay, in Los Angeles, Pac Base. So it's sort of like the West Coast flag, and I thought I was going to see tons of people out here, right? Like just the sidewalks would be looking like 1980, 85 Scientology in Hollywood. And it's not. I see the same people all the time. This place is empty as hell. It's really sad. Even when they want to bring in people to the council meetings, they have to bus them in from Tampa and St. Pete. You know, it's the problem is when you stop actually practicing going into Scientology all the time, right? You're more and more susceptible to coming across something that opens your eyes. You know, I'm not here trying to, like, you know, try to get some 25 to 40-year-old person with a trust fund who wants to join some wacky cult not to join. I don't care. Knock yourself out if that's what you want to do. You know, kids can't consent. And when you're old here, you don't get to go to the doctor. And if you have a problem, it's an ethics problem, not a physical one. So you shut up about all the ailments you have. You tell everyone you feel great when it's 100% crap, okay? You tell everybody you feel fantastic. And it's all BS. But you do that because you don't want them to put you in a motel room 24 hours a day where all you do is grade tests. See this guy you're seeing, the security guy? He's given up his life for this, but he'll never go up the bridge. Ever. Okay, he's judging these people by their cars and who's upstat and who isn't. And he'll say, yeah, a couple DBs showed up, or these are a couple, oh, these guys are awesome. They're having this is out the window, And he's gonna judge people, and he's gonna judge us. Yet he doesn't know any of the shit I know. He has not done 1/10 of the training I've done. Nothing. Walkie-talkie, and then get in your bunk bed where you belong. Middle bunk. Middle bunk. So when you're in your middle bunk bed, these guys are in 250 square foot rooms, old motel rooms that were converted, okay? And there are two 3-level bunk beds. So you got 6 grown men blowing farts all night long, okay? They get 4 hours sleep max, and they're out here sweating balls. You have to wear an undershirt, a long sleeve shirt, and you have to wear your parking attendant vest at all times, okay? So needless to say, going from building to building, etc., you're sweating balls. So when they get home at 1:30, 2 o'clock, 2:15 in the morning, they have to figure out a place to put their nasty shirts. Everyone goes and does a quick wash in the sink where you should be brushing your teeth, and then you hang up these stank shirts everywhere, and you just hope that they come close to drying, by the next day. And hopefully you're one of the lucky people who has two shirts, because you get $47 a week, and less than half the weeks are you going to get full pay. Most of the time you're going to get half pay or no pay. And out of that pay comes your toothbrush. They do not supply anything in which to wipe your behind. You have to get your toilet paper. You have to get everything. Okay? Out of that $47 a week, which really ends up being more like 25 bucks a week, if you average it out. But the mind control is so powerful, okay, that you don't need to see anything. Can you understand how powerful this is? If I told you, give me all the money you have, and the next 10 years you have, the most focused years you can possibly give me, and I will make you the most powerful being in the galaxy. I will put you back to your original state where you were the most powerful person ever. Okay? Where you could do anything at will. You could turn Saint Bernard into a tuba instantly, at will. Okay? These are your powers. And to think that body thetans exist, you have to be so fucking stupid, it's impossible to even comprehend. Thank you, Lauren B9. And yeah, like this piece of work right here. Look at this piece of work. Look at this. This piece of work right here. He'll go into a room 5 hours a day and look for dark spots. Get those BTs. Look for dark spots. That's what they call it, looking for dark spots. And then you have to convince a body thetan to get off of you and go get its own body. Now these body thetans, they like to hang in clusters. They also like to take pictures of themselves in clusters. So sometimes as an auditor, you will see this body cluster, what you think is a body cluster. You will be auditing that cluster, but it won't break up, because you have to get each individual thetan on that cluster to leave individually. Okay? You have to audit each one individually. And when they leave that body clusters, so we'll say it's a picture. So basically it's how you get rickrolled. If you need any help with your body thetans, I can help. You need any help? Body thetans? See, this is someone who doesn't want to be seen. They traffic so many people. That person's family probably thinks they're in South Africa, or they think she's in Hamburg or somewhere, and she's here, and that's why they hide. It's called human trafficking. This is disgusting. They don't want to be seen because they're supposed to be somewhere else. This is the lie they live. This is the lie. This is it. Did you see that? Did you see that, chat? That's called human trafficking. Do you know of any place, any church that has to hide, has to literally hide the people that work there? Forget being proud. I'm talking about legit hiding the people that work there. Oh my God, the Heartland. See, these guys came from the Midwest. Oh no, Portland. Oh my God, I thought I said Heartland. Portland. Oh boy. They come from all over the country, all over the world to this dopey building. Like the Kakarucha. They just run. Are they employing any pillar tech? Your pillar tech is weak. Pillar tech is weak with this one. Hello, Polymath. I'll give you 2 words. Forget 2 sentences, Special Master. All about bullshit. 1. Yeah, that's good. You should think of South Park. There are more cameras than a casino. Caesar's Palace has less cameras per square foot. And why? Because they got to tell people, hide. Someone, a regular in my chat, saw her brother, who she had not seen since 2002, down at the city council meeting a few weeks back. And she saw her brother on my stream. And because they watched my stream, they immediately yanked him out and threw him in a car and took him out. These are the psychopaths you're looking at right here. The psychopaths. Human trafficking. It's disgusting. They take everything you have, okay? They take your ID, they take your passport, they take everything. You don't have a clue. There are people in here, and I mean a ton of them, that don't have a social security number. They're 40 years old, they've never ever applied for credit. They've never had a phone, nothing. You know how hard it is to get started when you don't even have a clue how that works? You know?
That cat light.
Yeah.
On the left.
Oh, God. Oh. Yep. Yep. They completely take you, Juan. And what are you going to do about it? You don't know anybody.
Come to flag, please, right now. I need a hug. We're here, obviously. Stephen Mango's in Clearwater.
Oh, yeah? Stephen Mango.
Stephen Mango. Yeah, where are you?
Yeah. Hazel says, I love that Eric's voice is able to project across flag. Thank you so much, Marcia. Anna, yes, Eric, that felt bittersweet. It was nice that Andrea got to see her brother, but sad because you, Eric, or Cheryl didn't get a chance to say anything to him. Yeah. It is a cult, Sandra. If you don't do what Leader Man says, it's your ass. And nothing will get better and nothing will revert until you give in. It's just that simple. There are no choices to be made. That's it. Real simple. And the pressure this puts on you is just intense. Where's Erica going?
She's just going down the side. You should probably go with her. I'll go with her.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Protesting Scientology political. Trying to go see legal.
Welcome to Clearwater, Florida. This is the Cult of Scientology's worldwide headquarters. This is the Friday protest. And we're going around the back of the place. The run-throughs are for kids. I'm 57. I got no time for that. Yeah. These are all the people that won't walk down Fort Harrison anymore because they're told to walk this way so they don't have to be on stream.
Scary SPAs. Is that Mateo?
Oh yeah,
Mateo.
of course it is. And he tries to get in the way of our filming.
I just like the golden.
Because these people don't want to be on stream because they're embarrassed. I mean, how do you do business with someone who believes in Xenu? Well, what were you doing yesterday? Well, I was trying to get body thetans off of me. But there's no such thing as body thetans. I know, but I'm saying there are because I feel like an idiot. Okay, well, I can't give you the job as a judge if you're going to think there's body thetans on you. I'm going to interview Pamela. You know that? Pamela.
I thought they were making him walk all the way down there by the library. I was like, that's a little much. They left this poor guy.
You know you're not important enough. You didn't give a big enough donation when they walk in before you.
One time when I was down there by the library, straight up, one of them left this dude that could not walk on an incline to run and push a button because I was right there. I almost thought to help the guy, like, not fall. was like, really? Like, what you're... Oh, was that the SPs?
Matev. I love this church right here.
Yeah, they won't give up.
If I was going to join a regular church, this is what I would join, because these guys refused to sell to Scientology. They were offered 3 or 4 times the value, cash money, and they said, we won't sell it to you. I love these guys. I love these guys. I love Pink Church. Pink Church rules. Let's see who's in the windows. Let's see. You're on candid camera. This is the worldwide headquarters of the cult of Scientology. Thank you for being here. Nicolo Chianti. Mace window. Hail Xenu. Yeah, that's right, Juan. That's top flight security there. And also, it's important you guys understand something else about Scientology, okay? It is by far, because all you hear about is all the wacky nonsense, right? So it's sort of, it does hide a couple other things, okay? Number one is it's the most racist religion in the world, if you want to call it a religion. I just like to call it a group. It's the most racist group. I mean, the Klan can celebrate far more color in its ranks, okay? I was only in it, so what do I know? I was only in it for a half a century. I know two black Scientologists, and one of them was Michael Roberts, okay? And the other one was Shaft. Oh, no, 3 because of the chef on the 3. I'm sorry, there's 3. Okay. This is a money place. That's all they care about. If you have money, great. If not, you're a degraded being. So how do they look at the inner cities? Well, you pulled that in. You were so busy mugging people that now you're going to make sure you get shot and blah, 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 and so that you can't hurt anybody else. That's how they play it. No. I don't want to talk to him because that just helps his case. Yeah. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want him to think I'm not willing to have conversations with him. We are not friendly.
Thank you.
Look at this guy. Please double tap the screen to like the stream and sub up, share with your friends. And you guys can really help me fight child abuse, fight elder abuse, and fight this by fighting this disgusting cult that I was born into by hyping all of the protest streams you can. It's a huge help. It's absolutely free. And it'll just get our work in front of more people, okay? And that's all we're trying to do. This is a PR war, okay? There is no other battle to win. None. The only way you can get rid of this group is by making it impossible for them to get new people. That's it. Or so difficult that, you know, they lose people at a quicker rate than they can get them on. And they're already in that spiral. He doesn't have the code. It's it's 1234 pound. It's LRH pound. Ooh. Where are they heading? This is the Cult of Scientology at work, folks. Live. Happy Friday. This is the weekly protest at the door of the most evil cult in the world. This is the most racist cult in the world. And it is the most lacking. They care less about America than any people in America. Okay, they are told to distrust the government and to distrust the police at all costs, no matter what. And some of that obviously makes sense, but they don't tell you at the same time that they're donating more money to the police than any other group. Period. They tell you if you go to the police, it's your ass, but they don't tell you that they're the number one supplier of finance to the police outside of the city itself. Thank you, Free Leonard. Hey, Frank Eli, how you doing, man? Thank you, guys. Appreciate you very much. Please double tap the screen to like the stream, sub up, share it with your friends. It's a big help, guys. We want to get this cult out of here. You can see they're running like cockroaches as it is. They do not like the light. Cockroaches and Scientology do not like the shine. I'm telling you now. Yeah, they're the most unpatriotic group in the history of the world and the most racist. You know, I was in a very unique position because my mother was Mexican. Not the mother who raised me, but the mother who birthed me. And my father was German. So, you know, I did not look like the prototypical Mexican man. And in fact, no one ever knew. So they would be freely speaking about what they really feel about Mexicans with me there, because they didn't have any idea. And you know, needless to say, they think you should be you know. Are you out here?
I'm getting some B-roll.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
I know what I'm talking
Yeah, they say, you know, if you're, I've heard the jokes, you know, if you're Mexican and you don't have a hedge trimmer, you know, in your hands, they'll come out and ask you what the hell you're doing there. Like, that's what they consider funny. Okay, that's the kind of humor that you'll hear. in those halls. No, this is the whole building. They own 40% of downtown Clearwater. They have over 200 buildings they own outright. 200. Oh, thank you, caught you looking. Appreciate it. Oh, you got that right, Juan. Yeah, I've heard it all.
Fuck Scientology.
That's it. That's it. It's a cult. It's a piece of crap. You got that right. Honk. Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. That feels so good. And so I'm here to say every last thing, and that is truth. You know, those of us who have been through it don't have to remember, anything. It's just everything is the same. This place doesn't change. Okay, I mean, I think it gets weaker and weaker and weaker. Yeah, that's for sure. But other than that, it's a nothing else changes. But the damage that they do here is intense, and I don't want. There's like so many. The best way I can put it, guys, looking at this the way I have over the last two and a half years, okay, there's just like 30 things that occurred that made it possible, for me to somehow fall through the cracks and be here talking to you now, okay? I really believe I was supposed to be toast, because what I was dealing with was way more than I could deal with, and I don't know how I did it. So I'm taking advantage of this and saying, you know what, maybe it's as simple as I can help some other people who are in here suffer for less time than they would have without me, And if I just knew there were people fighting that wouldn't give up, that would have given me enough strength to have dealt with things, in a lot better way. It would have been great to know, I know there's a lot of people, and you guys don't get to see what happens behind the scenes. But there are a lot of people who want nothing to do with Scientology. Online, offline, anything. They're absolutely scared, 100% scared of Scientology. Okay? And so they want nothing to do with it. They don't want to talk to me on a channel. They don't want me to read email. They just wanted to say thank you. And they just wanted to say, I'm watching and I appreciate you. And it's some of the greatest feelings I've had. Okay? It's amazing to have someone go to that length to just say, hey, I know it ain't easy. And if I could do it, I'd join you. But I can't. It just makes me want to go that much harder, Hello, Sunlight Flower. Welcome to the Friday protest. Do me a big favor. If you guys want to do me a huge solid, double tap the screen to like the stream. If you're not subbed up, please do. And if your notifications aren't set to all, it's really important. Because as it is, only about 10% of people even get the notification. So, you know. And then if you can hype any streams, any of the protest streams, that's huge.
All right, y'all have fun. Bye, Eric.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you. I love this pink. And they all hate him. Oh, thank you, Juan. I appreciate you, my friend. That's what it's all about. That's why I'm here. Yeah, right? They want everyone to look like crap. Yeah, this is there's a feeling I have being around these people, and like I said, I've never seen them be anywhere near this weak. This is absolutely as weak as I've ever seen them. Did you drink your
Father, coconut juice.
Oh, okay, I did.
Good. Good.
Thank you.
My baby is a camel and she won't drink sometimes.
That's it. Kona fruit.
They have locked it down. There is nobody coming in and out of the flagpole.
Yep.
That's why there's so many
Yeah, they're just like they're leaving the
Yep.
back and going
See,
around.
there's monsters. So they must be busting them from the back over.
Or letting them walk down the street.
Yeah. Someday we're going to have enough people where we could have 2 or 3 at each corner. Really lock this place down.
Thank you for being here, everybody. Appreciate you very much. Yep. This is where most of Scientology came from. Okay? Ordo Templi Orientis. That's Crowley's American arm that he was working with Jack, trying to do all that Babylon black magic and crap. And L. Ron Hubbard's son, L. Ron Hubbard Jr., makes it very clear that they were trying to no parking for you. Sorry. No SPs make no VIP parking. Yes, Revolution. Dora Duncan, what's happening? Hello, Victoria. How you doing? Yeah, so I mean, everyone's just stealing everything. But yeah, his own son says, you know, the only thing about Scientology that even works is the black magic, if anything at all. And L. Ron Hubbard thought he was the beast. He made it clear. He says in OT8 he is the Antichrist, and he's going to. He needed there to be enough OT8s that they could have a baby that he could then come grab that body of. From 2 OT8s, have a baby. He could grab that body, and then he could derail the second coming. So you now know this for free, and this is something that 99% of Scientologists will never know. Okay. So imagine you find all this crap out, $2 million and 20 years into this. Because guess what? It cost a hell of a lot more money than it seems to go up the bridge. If it costs $2 million or $1 million to go up the bridge, you have to bare minimum double that, because there are no less than 6 fundraisers a year. And you cannot diss all of them. You have to give to at least, a third of them, right? And IAS better be one of them. Because this is also a money place, right? So it operates off of money. Let's say you're a bigwig and you get caught essaying a child.
You know what this is?
What? Oh yeah, this is the headquarters of Scientology, the cult of Scientology.
Is this whole thing on?
Yep, this whole thing is called the Flag Land Base. They own almost all of downtown, 40% of it, they own the buildings. This is a horrific child abusing cult. I was born into this. And as a 12-year-old, I was auditing 50-year-olds telling me about the most debased, pain-filled, and trauma-filled incidents of their life. And I had to record all this as a 12-year-old. Without any emotion, no sympathy, no empathy. That's irrational behavior. And this place is the most brutally racist place. I'm Mexican and German. I knew 3 in 50 years, 3 black people in Scientology. 50 years, only a half a century to get 3 that I knew. Okay, and they didn't know I was Mexican because I don't really look it, but I'm 50% Mexican. My mom's 100% Mexican. So I got to hear all the bullshit because they don't know. So I got to hear the, if it's a Mexican without a hedge clipper, go check them out. I get to hear all that shit. They don't know. But anyway, now that my family died, they couldn't hold anything over my head anymore. So I've been talking out for 2.5 years. You can go to Eric Rader on YouTube and see what I'm doing. Every Friday we have a huge protest out here, 2 blocks long. We'd welcome you anytime. And this is a child abusing, elder abusing, and family disconnecting cult that'll take every penny you have and chuck you out on the street. It's some of the most evil, shallow, and they're hiding behind Christianity. They tell you that Christianity is fake, that LRH, the guy who started this thing, said that Jesus was a lover of young boys and men, and was not worthy, had a horrible temper, was not worthy of any of the praise he received, okay? That's what he says. But guess what they're hiding now? They're saying to everybody, we're Scientology, but we're Christians. What? It's impossible. Christians know you can't be a Christian and be a Scientologist. You can't serve 2 masters, right? But they're saying that because their rep is so bad that out of the top 31 religions in the United States, only the Church of Satan has a worse rep than homies. Okay? So they're saying, we're Christian, but we're Scientologist. What? They couldn't tell you 1 verse out of anything. Okay? That wasn't in a song. There's no way. This
noticed over there, and it looks like all like fake over there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, when we're out here, because they're not proud of their religion. They have everyone walk down the side and come in the back.
Yeah. They all got off of a bus and
Yeah.
and there's like security out there.
Yeah.
That's
And they human traffic, okay? I was putting up posters in LA at LA Valley College, right? This guy was looking for me as they were taking, because they would take the posters down the next day. I'd put them back up, the flyers. And he goes, I knew I'd find you. I knew it. He kept coming and coming and coming. Months, he finds me. He's like, hey, you know, and he tells me, I was trafficked from Venezuela as a little boy, okay? Without his parents, nobody knew nothing. He doesn't have his paperwork. They take you from wherever you're from, put you to South Africa, put you to the Netherlands. You have no paperwork, you have no nothing. What are you supposed to do? You don't have a penny. You don't have a social security number.
Take them there and leave them there?
Well, no, you're going to go do whatever they say. You're going to go to work. Just like they make the kids work. You got to work 100 hours a week. 100 hours a week. Labor. It's sick. It is so sick. Why do you think they run, like, scatter like cockroaches? Because they don't like to shine. Same as a roach, you know? And that's what this place is. So I'm spending all my time literally to let people like you know this place is 100% evil. It's not some wackadoo little thing, you know, well, hey, you want to have fun, be a weirdo. No, I don't care about that. If they just wanted to believe in stupid, I don't care. It's the fact that, like, I don't even know how I got out of it, okay? But I paid enough of a price where I don't want anyone else to be in it. My sister, I tried to follow her into it because she got all this respect as a little kid, right, for joining. Because they don't believe in children. They say you're trillions of years old, you're just in a small body. So there's no such thing as a child, okay? And guess what? That means there's no child abuse. And there is no happenstance. If you get essayed, you brought it in. And it might have been from another lifetime, but it's something you owed because you did bad things. So you're responsible even if that happens to you. And if you go to the police, they'll kick you out. And your family, you lose everybody, you're on your ass, alone. So that's how they operate, each and every day, okay? And my sister, as a virgin, was raped in here, okay? I couldn't save her, but I can save somebody else.
God bless you. Thank you. And thank you.
Thank you.
You said it's Eric Ryder?
Eric Rader.
Eric Ryder.
You can go right now and see yourself on YouTube. On right now. Hello.
Thank you. God bless you, man.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Take care. Thank you. I hope I helped. I hope I'm helping Scientology pass the Satanists up. Yeah. Because Ella, I mean, you know, come on. This place deserves to be number 31. Come on. Thank you, Jan Van. Please double tap that screen to like the stream and sub up. Share this with your friends. Please don't forget to do that. It's a huge, huge help, guys. I'm 57. I'm out here melting. Help me. Look at this orange sky. This is crazy. It's an orange and pink sky. Look at this. Welcome to Clearwater, Florida. Hello, Johnny.
Eric, you got good views last weekend.
Yeah. That wasn't bad.
Oh my god. You got new subs?
Mm-hmm. We just gonna keep on going. We can't. Anytime we show up, we win.
Yep.
We show up, we win. We need to write some more over there. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Gru is in Brazil. Oh, you were in that car. Thank you. Thank you for stopping. Appreciate you. And you guys are welcome to join us anytime you like. We have the signs out here. You can hold them proudly, honk if it's a cult, have a slice of pizza, ask us anything you want. Thank you, A-Girl. I love yours as well. Yeah, I have a wonderful family. Anyone who's listening, I couldn't be any luckier with those I get to protest with. Yes, sir. Hey, Kells. Nice to see you, Kells. Thank you, Lauren B9. Yeah. Yeah. There's absolutely nobody who wouldn't be considered a pedo who did any of the things LRH did, just so you know. I mean, a pedophile. PD. File. Yep. It's just convenient that there are no children. It's very convenient. Hey. Okay. Hi, CML. Look at that. Sunset is fired. Welcome to Clearwater, everybody. Yeah. Welcome to the Friday protest at the Cult of Scientology worldwide headquarters. This is where they do the OT levels, where you control matter, energy, space, and time. That's what they tell you. You'll literally control matter, energy, space, and time. Hysterical. That means I not only could eat your ice cream, I could eat it yesterday, and I could turn it into a Monte Cristo. Just for funsies, I could go back in time to the day before you met your girlfriend and ask her out. Just keep going back in time and yanking, zoinking Miscavige's girlfriends. That would be hysterical. Thank you for being here, everybody. I really do appreciate you. With your support, we literally are here to fight an absolute multi-billion-dollar beast that most people can't confront. So we're real proud of being here. Oh, you out of here, Sarasota?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go.
Okay.
I got an hour drive.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. It's so great to see
Thanks,
you.
man.
I love seeing you here.
Cheers, man.
Be safe. Be safe, buddy.
See you
I didn't know
there.
you were coming. I want to go do the first one because I got 3 more.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring you another one.
Oh, thanks.
Next week.
All right, good to see you, man. Thanks, Joe.
Jerry,
Bye,
Jerry, Jerry, Jerry.
I don't know about next week. Like one of our helpers at the station's going to Miami for the weekend, so I might have to fill in the evening.
It's okay. You'll be here in spirit.
I'll be here.
We always put a chair out for
I
you.
would have come last week, but I thought they had all this blocked off.
Oh yeah.
Well, they blocked it off all around there. You couldn't.
Yeah, they did.
I
Yeah.
saw that picture with the barriers, and I thought, well, they went all the way around the building.
I love these outfits. The black shirt with the hat is so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The L on Hubbard hat, yeah. But the hat he wore when he was on the Apollo.
This is hysterical. I love it.
When he was on the Apollo, is that the one he wore?
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
on the Apollo, yeah.
Captain.
I love it.
He was a captain like I'm a astronaut.
Exactly. Like I'm a nun. No, I shouldn't say that.
David Miscavige is the leader of
Bye,
the Space
Chair.
Navy.
CML. Yeah, Jerry's a sweetheart.
I don't know. Did Aaron pack up already?
Oh, a million years ago.
Oh. That was awesome.
They put effort into that.
That was good.
I love the vuvuzela. That was, yeah, that guy gets a gold star for this. Bring the vuvuzela to the protest.
Love K Nani, so good to see you.
Well, no, people graduate now then.
Do you know if there was any questions I missed? Yeah, Magnus, I'm the secretary of DevT. Control mess, run from strangers. Thank you, Clearwater. 666. Drag Racing Painter, how you doing? 49ers in the house.
Can you see the people walking through?
Hello, bookish girl. So glad you could be here.
See them,
The story we leave. How you doing?
and that's because we're up there.
Nibs said that his father admitted to unaliving a woman of the night. Wow. Gross.
Walking around.
Yeah! I love it.
And all of those little ants walking along the bridge can hear.
We've been going 2 hours, 12 minutes, baby.
Have we?
And I'm out of water. I drank yours too. No, there's half of one water left because you didn't drink it yet.
That's it?
I'm dying. I had to drink it.
I know it is particularly
I'm gonna have to drink my shirt here in a minute. Yeah.
Are they gonna go round again? Oh my god. Alright, well let's start packing up, should we?
Yeah.
Eric, did you get these out of here?
I didn't take those. Oh no, I took them out of here. I'm sorry.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I took them out of there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%.
Alright.
Which means 88% that could be not true.
Did you have
No, I know I took them out of there.
More pink today.
Yeah.
Did someone steal yours?
No, I didn't want to take. He used them to anchor the banner,
Oh,
and I just didn't want to take yours.
Right, no, yeah, I only brought.
They're not cause over their vests.
Hello, children.
I love it.
What are you doing? Huh?
Love it. You gotta love it.
We got Aaron faces everywhere. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
It's so weird seeing Erica in a different shirt though.
Nobody recognized.
I know. I was like, is that her? Oh, I like that in the middle deal.
Yeah,
Does anyone want this pizza? Or?
not me. I'm good, huh?
All yours. It's your breakfast for
Breakfast.
Oh,
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me one more time. Every Friday. And like I said, when it's not raining, storming balls every 15 minutes, We actually do a whole lot more protesting all over the place. So please, please, please double tap the screen to like the stream, sub up, share with your friends, and that's oh yeah, and then hype any protest streams that you can. All of that's free. It's a huge help. I really appreciate it, and you just help me fight this beast, and that's what I'm here to do. And with your help, we're gonna bring this whole house of cards down. That's what's gonna happen. People are not gonna they're not gonna be able to recruit, period. People are gonna know the truth, and it's not gonna be because of me, it's gonna be because of you guys. So thank you so much. I love you very, very much. Look forward to seeing you soon. I will see you guys tomorrow, that's for sure. So until next time, love you guys. Bye, Jan Van.